The righteous need not cower before the drumbeat of human progress. Though the song of yesterday fades into the challenge of tomorrow, God still watches and judges us. Evil lurks in the data links as it lurked in the streets of yesteryear. But it was never the streets that were evil. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Blessed Struggle. As distances vanish and the people can flow freely from place to place, society will cross a psychological specific heat boundary and enter a new state. No longer a solid or liquid, we have become as a vapor and will expand to fill all available space. And like a gas, we shall not be easily contained. Sister Miriam Godwinson, But for the Grace of God. Men in their arrogance claim to understand the nature of creation and devise elaborate theories to describe its behavior. But always, they discover in the end that God was quite a bit more clever than they thought. Sister Miriam Godwinson, We Must Dissent.
The wicked have told me of things that delight them, but not such things as your law has to tell. St. Augustine, Confessions, Data Links.
The Morgans fear what may not be purchased, for a trader cannot comprehend a thing that is priceless. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Collected Sermons. At atrociously high energy states, the properties of matter change subtly and new miracles become possible. The plasma accretion process is now dangerous and difficult to control, but its products will soon become commonplace in our society. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Lord Works. Already we have turned all of our critical industries, all of our material resources over to these things. These lumps of silver and paste we call nanorobots. And now we propose to teach them intelligence? What, pray tell, will we do when these little homunculi awaken one day and announce that they have no further need of us? Sister Miriam Godwinson, We Must Dissent.
Coming up on the transmitter.
And what of the immortal soul in such transactions? Can this machine transmit and reattach it as well? Or is it lost forever, leaving a soulless body to wander the world in despair? Sister Miriam Godwinson, We Must Dissent. And so we return again to the holy void. Some say this is simply our destiny, but I would have you remember always that the void exists just as surely as you or I. Is nothingness any less a miracle than substance? Sister Miriam Godwinson, We Must Dissent. Some would ask, how could a perfect God create a universe filled with so much that is evil? They have missed a greater conundrum. Why would a perfect God create a universe at all? Sister Miriam Godwinson, But for the Grace of God.
God, from the Mount of Sinai, whose great top shall tremble, he descending will himself, in thunder, lightning, and loud trumpets' sound, ordain them laws. John Milton, Paradise Lost, Data Links.
We must descend. We must descend. We must descend. Will we next create false gods to rule over us? How proud we have become, and how blind. Sister Miriam Godwinson, we must descend. Beware, you who seek first and final principles, for you are trampling the garden of an angry god, and he awaits you just beyond the last theorem. Sister Miriam Godwinson, but for the grace of God. Go through, my children. The time of miracles is upon us. Let us cast off sin and walk together to the garden of the Lord. With God's mercy, we shall meet again on the other side. Sister Miriam Godwinson, Last Testament.